Alright, we are back. It is another new episode of ROAD TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode, number 646. This will be another Autumn Trivia Challenge. This is ATC number 8. The Autumn Trivia Challenge is a collection of 21 questions, 20 regular, and then a question 21 tiebreaker at the very end of the video. These questions come from all different categories, all different levels of difficulty. Hope you enjoy it. Good luck. Question number 1. Who was the daughter of Edward, Duke of Kent, who succeeded William IV as Queen of Great Britain, and until Elizabeth II, she was the longest ruling monarch in English history? Her name was Queen Victoria. Question number 2. Occurring in 1941, what was the name of the Boston Red Sox player who was the last Major League Baseball player to bat over 400 in a single season? His name was Ted Williams. Question number 3. All time is measured in relation to the prime meridian. Through which part of metropolitan London does this hypothetical line run, designating the mean time? The answer is Greenwich. Question number 4. What is the name of the American educator who tells about his founding of the Tuskegee Institute in his 1901 autobiography, Up from Slavery? The answer is Booker T. Washington. Question 5. Place a tube upright in a pan of water and the water rises into the tube. What term describes this process by which water rises by contact with a solid? This process is known as capillary action. Question number 6. Forced to die by drinking a poison made from hemlock, what is the name of the ancient Greek philosopher whose most famous pupil was Plato? The answer is Socrates. Question number 7. What are the last names of the only 2 women to have been the wife of one U.S. president and the mother of another? The last names were Adams and Bush. Question number 8. What are the 5 American states that border the Pacific Ocean? The answer is California, Oregon, Washington, Alaska, and Hawaii. Question number 9. In fish, they are commonly leaf-like structures situated at the side of the pharynx. What is the name of this organ that fish use for respiration? The answer is gills. Question number 10. Some sources attribute it to Sam Wilson, an inspector of army supplies during the War of 1812. What is the familial name that is sometimes used to designate the U.S. government? Sometimes the government is referred to as Uncle Sam. Question number 11. What is the three-letter word that fits all three of the following meanings? A cravat, a railroad plank, and a final score of 7-7. The answer is a tie. Question number 12. The English word used for an unmarried woman is Miss. What is the French title for an unmarried woman? The answer is Mademoiselle. Question number 13. What was the name of the Portuguese explorer who is credited with masterminding the first expedition to circumnavigate the world? The answer is Ferdinand Magellan. Question number 14. Becoming popular in Europe in the 18th century and written in three-quarter time, what is the name of the dance whose Viennese form was made famous by Johann Strauss? The answer is the waltz. Question 15. Crossing the Kyber Pass, a traveler would go from the Valley of Pakistan to the high plateau of what neighboring country? The answer is Afghanistan. Question 16. These organic compounds are required in the diet of animals, including humans, for normal growth and maintenance of life. What are these compounds, some of which are named A, C, D, and K? Those are all vitamins. Question 17. In Nathaniel Hawthorne's novel The Scarlet Letter, Hester Prynne is forced to wear what red letter on her dress as punishment? The answer is the letter A. Question 18. In U.S. history, what was the name given to the loosely organized system for helping fugitive slaves to escape to Canada or areas of safety in free states? That was known as the Underground Railroad. Question number 19. This pigment makes carbon, hydrogen, and water. What is this green pigment responsible for the producing of the basic elements of food in plants? The answer is chlorophyll. And question 20. Who is the famous French novelist whose works include The Man in the Iron Mask, The Count of Monte Cristo, and The Three Musketeers? The answer is Alexander Dumas. Alright, that is it for today's trivia quiz. Today was Autumn Trivia Challenge number 8. Tomorrow will be number 9. We will be going to Autumn Trivia Challenge number 27, but I think somewhere in there we have two different trivia quizzes. One of them is Abraham Trivia, because my little brother, whose name is Abraham, his birthday's coming up this month, so I'm going to do an Abraham Trivia, where it's 21 questions about all the famous Abrahams in the world. So if you want to study ahead and get ready for, now I'm a bad brother, it's October 20th or 21st, we'll be doing Abraham Trivia. And then we'll continue on with Autumn Trivia Challenge till the end of the month. And at the end of the month, we'll do a few different spooky Halloween fall-based trivia quizzes, then a couple November trivia quizzes, and then we'll be getting into the alphabet trivia. The alphabet trivia, we've done 2 of them already. They were very popular. It's where we do an A trivia, and all of the answers start with the letter A, then B, then C, so on and so forth. We'll do the entire alphabet next month while I'm back in America, and I think that's it. Hopefully, I'm planning on being back before we start Christmas trivia, but I might have to do a couple of early December trivia quizzes before I leave, just to make sure there's no interruption in your daily quizzes. I think that's it, so stay tuned for all of that. Here is question 21 for today, the tiebreaker. The visible spectrum of light ranges from red to what color? The visible light ranges from red to violet. And then beyond that is ultraviolet. So the answer is violet. From red to violet is what the visible spectrum of light contains. Thank you guys for watching. Have a good weekend. See you tomorrow.